news at 5:30.
The 33 Expressway makes it a quick drive into downtown Buffalo. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Russo in for Keith Radford tonight. Once again, more than 5 decades ago, the 33 was ripped in half and it decimated the Humboldt Parkway neighborhood. But now there is a united and renewed call to reconnect Buffalo's Humboldt Parkway community and end years of injustice for those who live along the divided Kensington Expressway. Now, with President Biden's American Jobs Plan heading toward approval for infrastructure funding, local leaders are calling on the state to speed up the environmental impact statement for a 33 redesign. 7 Eyewitness News senior reporter EILEEN Buckley says lawmakers want it shovel ready so Buffalo does not miss out on a chance to fix a historical wrong.
What was ripped apart was the guts of a neighborhood.
Stephanie Jeter says she remembers when the Kensington Expressway, which tore through the once magnificent Humboldt Parkway in Buffalo, was being built.
I was 8 years old when they built it, and we lived at the other end on Cherry Street, right at the corner of Cherry and Lemon, when they brought it through and they said it was urban renewal, improvement.
But for those who lived there, it was considered destruction of a beautifully tree-lined parkway that was part of the Olmsted Park system. Jeter says it divided the neighborhood, creating racial inequity and social injustice for residents.
But it also destroyed the lives of thousands of people, and it killed 2 business districts for us.
The 33 Expressway was built in the early 1960s, ripping apart Humboldt Parkway. It is a state highway run by the State Department of Transportation. Friday, Jeter, who is also president of the Restore Our Community Coalition, stood with local lawmakers at the Buffalo Museum of Science, urging the state DOT to expedite an environmental impact study on a redesign for a portion of the 33. Helping lead the charge is Assemblywoman and Majority Leader Crystal Peoples-Stokes.
People's health has suffered. The economy has suffered. Commercial strips have been shut down, Jefferson and Fillmore.
State Senator Tim Kennedy, who also chairs the state's Transportation Committee, says it is imperative the DOT moves as quickly as possible on an environmental impact statement as the American Jobs Infrastructure funding nears approval so they can have a stretch of the 33 in Buffalo shovel ready for a redesign.
And if we are not ready, the funding that's going to come into New York State is going to go elsewhere in New York State. And we cannot allow that to happen.
The lawmakers say they are now banding together to prioritize a 33 redesign before recreating the 198 or the Skyway because it impacts residents the most.
Because there's not a lot of people who live around Skajakwata. And there's not a lot of people who live around the Skyway. But there are a ton of people who still live around here and suffer the results from 70,000 cars going by every day and negatively impacting the economy in their community.
Peoples-Stokes says there are now very high rates of asthma for residents living along the 33. Jeter says she's been leading a redesign for 12 years and is hoping to see a new parkway bridge covering a section of the 33.
And it would run from Dodge Street up to East Ferry Street. So you would be able to cross over as those streets would be open for straight through. It would be a place that quiet, peace. Ride your bike from Martin Luther King Park to Delaware Park. And that's cool, ain't it?
In Buffalo, EILEEN Buckley, 7 Eyewitness News.